Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of English. In this video, we are going to cover the topic My Son Will Not Be Beggar lesson. In that section 2, already we have covered section 1. You can go and check the video. If you are new here, I would like you to know that we have content on NIOS senior secondary courses of computer science, maths and English. Also, some English grammar topics are being discussed in the channel and CBSE exercise questions. So let's begin the video. So first word in the vocabulary is province. Its meaning is a division, territorial division or region, often a part of country. Its sentence is the province of Quebec is known for its French-speaking population. Next one is sympathize. Its meaning is to feel or express pity or sorrow for someone else's misfortune. And the sentence is I truly sympathize with you after hearing about your loss. Another thing is empathy. It means to put yourself in the shoes of others and understand their feelings. Okay. There is a slight difference between sympathize and empathy. Next one is evil. Its meaning is morally wrong or wicked. The sentence would be the villain in the movie was pure evil, causing chaos wherever he went. Next one is fragile. Its meaning is easily broken, damaged or destroyed or very delicate. Sentence is be careful with that vase. It's very fragile and could break easily. Next one is prompt. Its meaning is to cause someone to take an action quick or immediate. So sentence would be her prompt response to the emergency saved many lives. Next one is endanger. It is to put someone else or something in a situation where there is risk or harm. Sentence is overfishing can endanger the survival of marine species. Next one is beggar, and the meaning of that is a person who asks for money or food on the street due to poverty. And a sentence would be the beggar on the corner smiled gratefully when I gave him a few coins. Next one is realization. It is the act of becoming aware of something or understanding or comprehension. Sentence would be it wasn't until later that she had the realization that her dream was within reach. Okay, so these are the words that are being used in the section 2 of your lesson 9. Let's see the section 2. How did Wade's family react to his blindness? Were they very unhappy or did they think he would recover? What did they do about his problem? So already we have seen it is about autography of a person or an author who just want to say how the blindness has affected him during his childhood. And in this section we are going to see the answers of these questions, how his family was reacting to his blindness. So let's read. It was good that I lost my sight when I did, because having no memories of seeing, there was nothing to look back to, nothing to miss. I went blind in November 1937. At that time, we were living in Gujarat, in the province of Punjab, in northern India. Okay. After my sickness, we moved to Lahore, a few miles away, but the number of relatives who came to sympathize made my father ask for another transfer, this time to Karnal, where we had neither friends nor relatives. There we got a cottage on the canal bank, built in very peaceful and quiet surroundings. Here you can see they used to stay in Gujarat and then they moved to Lahore and then to Karnal. So actually, because of the sympathy of the relatives and friends, made the author's father to ask for a transfer and move to a different place where little people knew him. And you can see here the grammar that is being used here is neither nor. So when the term neither comes, after that you have to use nor. So if it is either, it would be or. So these are the two things that you have to keep in mind. So it means no one, neither friends nor relatives. As might be expected, in the beginning it was tough for all of us, for mother and my father, that for my three sisters and my brother, and for me too. The illness had left me weak. The servants avoided me as though I was an evil eye personified. My sisters treated me with care, as though I were a fragile doll, and mother wept. My father, who was a doctor in the public health sector, was grateful that I had got prompt and good medical treatment, for delay would have affected my mind or endangered my life. But he, like the rest, had no hope. So he talks about his family members, where his brothers and sister, how they used to treat him, how the servant used to treat him. So sisters, they were very much loving, and they used to treat him, considering him as a delicate person, and they used to treat him with very much care. The servants used to avoid him, thinking that he is a bad eye, or he is a bad person, or that kind of mentality was theirs. And mother used to weep all the time, and father, being a doctor, he had the knowledge that this blindness has not affected his mind or endangered his son's life, but he had also no hope that this would be treated. A stage of complete inaction therefore followed my blindness. In part, it was due to the immediate shock of the illness, but more important still, the difficult situation was caused by ignorance of the potentiality of a blind child, since the only blind persons my parents were beggars. So, though the person was blind, the possibilities or the potentiality of the blind child was not seen much, because being the parents of a blind child, the only options they saw were beggars. So they also never had the hope that this person can do wonders in his life. So that was authors thinking about his family members, how he used to feel because of their actions. Let's see the next para. But now, by fate or by the will of God, blindness had struck not only a child of the well-to-do, but that of an excellently trained doctor, who found his training in his instance useless. Still, his wide medical experience had prepared him for an acceptance of this tragedy, and he understood that any course of action might begin with the realization that I would be blind for the rest of my life. So, though his father was a doctor, he believed that his son's blindness has made him to question his ability, or being a very good doctor. He started asking questions to himself, like, how is these things possible? Okay, so he had doubts in his experience. So that can be what the author felt like, and at last he realized, or he accepted that tragedy, though it was difficult for others to understand. Now we are moving to the in-text question of 9.2. Let's see what are the questions discussed here. Was the writer's father happy that so many relatives came to sympathize with them, that their son had gone blind? Take the right answer. He was not happy. So no is the answer. So we can check here. No, because they upset his wife. Next one is, he asked for a transfer to get away from them. This is their answer. He asked for a transfer to get away from his relatives and friends who used to sympathize. Next one is, column A has names of people in the story, and B column describe their feeling about the blind boy. Match. So here we can see these are the match the following given. You have to see the person and how their feelings were towards the boy you have to take. Okay, so the mother cried all the time. So this is matching with B. And the sisters treated him like a delicate dog. Father used to think that he had very little hope that he would see again, and though he was lucky to have escaped death. The servants used to think him as an evil eye. So these are the match the following. How did Ved's father react to the situation? He was unhappy, he was afraid, he was optimistic, he accepted the situation. So he accepted the situation that his son was blind. What do you understand by the phrase potentialities of a blind child? That means what the child wants to do, what he can do, what he cannot do. So what he can do. Okay. So these are the answers. So the in-text question is also solved. 9.2 in-text section is done. Hope the video is useful to you. If you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. See you in the next video.